All right, now we're on World 1-3, and right off the bat, we now we're in the underground cavern part of the level, and this is basically the game telling you that you could ground pound basically, you know. And spoiler alert, you're gonna have to ground pound into stakes for certain red coins, and this is the level we're introduced to. Like, seriously, like, wow, we're already in the third world in, and we're already introduced to this mechanic. You see, like that, we got a red coin hidden in a stake. And spoiler alert, in World 6, there is one bullshit level where you gotta do that while in an auto-scroller. I think a lot of you know which one I'm talking about, but we'll point that out when we get to that world. Oh boy, that area can't wait. Yeah, so right here, you know, I recommend using Chomp Rock to take out a lot of these enemies right here. I mean, he's there for a reason. Alright, get red coins and get a flower. Yeah, the reason why, you know, I decided to use the magnifying glass item every time we start is because, you know, because like I said, sometimes I might forget where the red coins are at, and for the sake of this Let's Play, I'd rather just, you know, have, you know, all of you just watch where the red coins are at. But they normally don't look like that, you know, they normally have a red tint. They're yellow, but they have a little red tint on the top, you know, only on the Super Nintendo version. The Game Boy Advance version, unfortunately, doesn't have the red tint, so that basically implies that you need the magnifying glass item from the bonus game. And thankfully, the Nintendo Switch does have Yoshi's Island 2, and it is the Super Nintendo version. So if you're gonna 100%, you don't really need the magnifying glass item because you can see the red tint on them. You know, but me, I'm just playing it safe. You know, I'm just, you know, using my items. And I got hit again. Whatever. You know, to be perfectly honest, the items you get from the bonus stages, the items I would highly recommend you bring with you is a 20+ star item or a 10+ star item. The purpose of the 20-star plus item means you could go through the entire stage, you know, getting hit and all, because your star generator automatically regenerates at 10. So even, let's say for example, even if you finish the stage with, let's say 10 stars, you can use a plus 20-star item before you cross the goal ring, and you'll automatically be at 30. And assuming if you have everything else, you'll have 100% that way. I really do love that. I mean, it's, you know, I really do love that kind of, that reward where, you know, if you have collectibles, you could do shit like that. I really am grateful for that, because going through an entire stage without getting hit, you know, and doing all this shit, it's not fun. You know, at least there are some exploits you could use here and there, but, you know, it's just the way I am. All right, we got the last flower. That's a 1-up. Yeah, you can always, yeah, and by the way, you can always tell it's the last flower when you get a 1-up. And for the red coins, it does play like a jingle or a sound effect when you get the last red coin. So that's how you can tell it's the last one. Okay. Almost to the goal ring right here. Let me check what I have. 24. Okay. There we go, see? I just demonstrated using a star item, and we got 30 automatically. And that 24 joke, if you watch SpongeBob, you get the reference. Alright, I'll see you in the next area. Alright, now we're in 1-4. Now we're in the fortress stage. Yeah, so Yoshi's Island always has a fortress stage and a castle stage. And the fortresses are basically well, basically it's a boss fight. Yeah, and right off the bat we have mini Burts right here, because obviously the main boss is Burt The Bashful. And I got hit right there. Whatever. Yeah, I try to be a maverick, and I just try to ground pound them just to save on eggs. You know, because there are certain times you want to save your eggs for, you know, for ricocheting them and hitting, getting you coins and things like that, coins or flowers. I really don't like wasting egg shots on enemies. While you can take them out with a ground pound. You see, just like that, and the birds give you stars, so that's good. Alright, and of course you have an egg regenerator right here. So now you're fully stocked on 6. Okay, be careful right here, because the lava is instant death, like any other Mario game. Or at least 2D Mario games. I don't think in 3D the lava's instant kill. Well, at least in Galaxy it wasn't. I know in the modern games it probably is insta kill, so... Yeah. Why do they have to bring that kind of handicap back? But whatever. Like, they better. It wasn't an insta kill, but whatever. Yeah. Speaking of the Yoshis, I mean, I do like the. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering, like, you know, like, isn't this relay system kind of unfair? Because it depends on how much work the Yoshis are putting in. Because there are a total of 8 Yoshis. The main Yoshi being the green Yoshi. The main green Yoshi always does the first world of every stage. And on the 4th stage is always going to be the yellow Yoshi. It's either yellow or gold. I'm going to say gold because I like gold. And the 8th stage is always going to be the castle stage, which is the main boss fight, which is the dark blue Yoshi. Which is by far I honestly think the dark blue Yoshi is the best one. I do like the red one, though, in the 7th world we always go through. Oh, I barely made it. Alright, let's break this pot right here. You get the key, which is mandatory. Hey, the fuck out of the way. Alright. Yeah, so... Alright, that should have been the last red coin we got. Alright, but it's not the last flower. Yeah, and by the way, some flowers you have to go in... There are some stipulations to get certain flowers, and right now we're going to show off one of them. Alright, just be careful not to get hit right here, because I don't want to waste a plus 30 item. I'm plus 20. Okay, so be on the lookout for doors when you're in castle and fortresses, because some of them have stipulations. Like this, like right here, you have to take out all the piranha plants to get a star to appear. And I just showed off the cloud item, which turns all enemies into cloud items. The power block also has that same effect, but power blocks turn them into stars. Alright, now we go into the boss room. And the red door, as tradition would have it. It's just Burt. Not a problem. Alright, so Kamek's basically, you know, kind of teasing us or whatever. Alright, not a big problem. And of course, Yoshi's Island is the first game where you're basically introduced to the mechanic where Kamek uses magic to transform the enemies into super enemies. Now you know where the later iteration games got it from. Yeah, and I love this battle theme. It's so goofy, you know, but depending who you're fighting, kind of makes sense. Alright, yeah, so you can easily tell when you're almost done beating the enemy, and the health meter for Burt is unfortunately his pants, so you basically know what you have to do. Yeah, but this boss fight's not too difficult, and do not get hit if you're 100%ing this, because you cannot use items during boss fights. So keep that in mind. You know, so you're probably gonna say like that's gonna be a very difficult thing to do, because some of the later boss fights do get a little bit hard, but not cheap. That's the best. That's the way I could describe it. All right, 2 more hits should take this asshole out. Yeah, good thing. I do love the fact that you can ricochet eggs off walls and hit the enemy with them. I do love that, and we're already done. I always love that death animation. So goofy. All right, we're already done here, so I'll see you in the next area. All right, later.